Hi, this is Jana and welcome to my kitchen. Today we are making a wonderful, kind of romantic, but it's also semi-healthy dessert called Pavlova with berries. And what that basically is an egg white meringue that is baked until it is very firm. And then we cool it and then we fill it with delicious cream and berries. So I have 4 egg whites. And so now I'm going to take those and beat them to get the air into them until they are soft peaks. And you want to make sure that
it's oil free.
yeah, no grease, no oil, no butter, anything is left on any of your bowl, equipment, spatulas, anything, because they will fail and flop and will not get to be stiff egg whites. So, how long have we made these, Erin? I know Katie was
Forever.
just like a toddler baby, and she'll be 35. So, we've made them for at least 35 years or longer.
Long time.
I just remember I had my husband's coworker and their wives in for dinner 35 plus years ago and served these as the dessert. And they are inexpensive to serve, but that's not the only reason I serve them. It's because they're kind of gourmet-ish.
Feather light.
Great for special dinners and
Valentine's Day, anniversaries.
yeah, that's a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're getting these to be foamy.
Sorry if the dog bunched the camera. They're helping.
Yeah, they love to be participating.
They're just trying to help.
Yep. And so even if you have a hand mixer, that's okay. They're starting to get to the foamy stage here. Very few ingredients in these. Just sugar and egg whites. See, they're starting to get to that soft peak stage.
Or even birthdays. I mean, it could be anything.
Yeah, it's a great, better than a birthday cake. And so, see, these are soft peaks. I just want to show you. See, they still kind of topple over, okay? They're not stiff, but they're almost stiff. So those are soft peaks. And so now I'm going to add my sugar. And so you want to add the sugar a tablespoon at a time. And so I've got 1 cup of sugar for 4 eggs. So basically it is, so if you want to make a smaller batch, it's for every egg white, and you want to make sure there's no yellow in it, you want to add 1/4 cup sugar per egg white. And so this is 4 egg whites and 1 cup of sugar, and you can see I am slowly adding. You don't want to do this fast, slowly adding. And I am using the ultra fine sugar.
It's in her storefront if you need it.
Yeah, it's expensive to buy it on Amazon, where Walmart has it for 3 times as cheap. But if you don't have it in your town, then I guess that's your option. I've bought it off Amazon before our local store started carrying ultra fine sugar. You can also find ultra fine sugar in like a mixed drink section, because some alcoholic beverages use ultra fine sugar. I have found that out. So you can just read the label in the, maybe even in your sugar aisle, they will have ultra fine sugar. So that's what you want to look for. We're going to keep beating this to get to the stiff peaks.
And then we'll have to scoop the sides, right? To make sure it's
Yep.
all.
Very good, Erin. She knows. Got to keep scraping the sides down. We'll get it all in there, and then we'll make sure we get them scraped down, because you don't want any undissolved sugar. There we go. You can see it's starting to get shiny because of the sugar. Almost to the end here. There it is. It's all in there for now. I'm going to scrape down the sides of my bowl. Make sure you get to the bottom. And then we're going to beat the heck out of these until they're nice and stiff.
Watch out, Bailey.
Bailey getting in the camera again, so if it's wiggling, I'm sorry.
Happy tails.
There his
Happy
tail.
hiney.
His tail, we call it Happy Hiney. His tail is so hot. So now we're going to speed this back up again. We'll get to the stiff peaks. Doesn't take very long, especially if you have a big mixer. I've got my oven preheated, and then I've got my baking sheets with parchment paper on them. I think it's 250.
225.
225. All I had to do was look at my oven. It said it's 225. All of a sudden I couldn't remember if it's 225 or 250. But set your oven to 225 degrees. See how shiny they're getting? And you can hear the difference because they're starting to get thicker. And you want to rub your fingers, some of the egg white between your fingers. You don't want to feel undissolved sugar. You want to beat them until you can't feel. And that's one of the other reasons to use the ultrafine sugar. If you can't find ultrafine sugar or you can't afford to buy ultrafine sugar, it's not that much more than regular sugar if you can get it at the store. Because you only need a cup. And so it just dissolves faster. So you can see it's starting to stick more to the side of the bowl. Again, we're going to scrape down one more time, and we're going to feel, see, I'm going to move that a little bit. There. So you can see now we've got stiff peaks. See, when I do this, they don't go anywhere.
I'm just going to zoom in.
Up a little bit on the end, a little more. And then what you want to do is you want to go like this. And if you feel sugar, then you have to keep beating it till it's all dissolved. And so I don't feel any sugar because we're using that ultrafine. So I'm just going to beat this and we'll be right back. All right, we're ready to check it here. Every mixer is going to be different, okay? So I can't tell you how long it's going to take to beat this. So let's see. That is a stiff peak right there. And so I'm going to scrape off this batter. I have ordered one of those whisk cleaners.
Oh, you did? Cool.
I did, yeah. I should have waited to do this because it's pretty neat. It just you put it on before you start mixing onto your whisk on your KitchenAid, and then you just push it down and it clears off all of your.
Well, we do use your mixer a lot. So
we do use them on.
We will definitely be using it.
And so I'm going to get this batter off and we'll be right back. We're going to make our pavlovas. Okay, I've got a gallon Ziplock and I have a set for, you don't have to use this, you can use a spoon. I'm just telling you what I do. And so I put in the center part of it into here, just like that. And then I put my cap on, just like, oopsie daisy, just like that. And then I put my screw on the top.
She has
just like that.
She's got a little kit that has a bunch of different designs and stuff.
Yeah, and I just have a little kind of a star tip. But whatever you have works. You don't even have to do this, okay? Sometimes I just use a spatula and a spoon. Now I'm going to put my egg white mixture into this. And you don't waste as much either if you do it with a spoon, because it does get in the side of the bag. And fill this up. That's how easy this is, okay? I'll do the rest of that later, just to get it in here to show you. Okay. That bowl comes in handy just to keep it standing up for you. And then I'm going to take the air out of my bag, like ziplock. That way you don't have, if you don't have any of the piping bags, this works great. And I'm just going to squeeze the air out. I want to leave the ziplock part of this
Close.
A little bit, no, not all the way closed so the air can escape out of it. There we go. Now I'm going to squeeze my bag and you turn it. And I'm going to squeeze it until it starts to come out the tip, just like that, okay? So now all you have to do is be creative, okay? If I'm going to do these for Valentine's Day, I'm going to come in here. Just like this. Or for your anniversary. Okay. You want to get a bottom to it because you want to put your berries in the bottom. See, just like this. And now I want to make a ledge on them so that the berries have a place to sit in the cream. Just like that, okay? Or you can make circles.
This is like the normal way that she does it, is the circle way.
But you can do it any shape you want. And then you want to put a ledge on it. Just like this. You can make them as tall as you want or as short as you want. Okay? That's as easy as these are. So I'm going to keep doing these and we will be back in a few minutes. All right. And so I've got my piping done. And so I'm going to go in here and I'm just going to kind of smooth gently. There, you don't want to push down. Fill in any gaps. Just kind of smooth here. Make any corrections. It's kind of artsy, isn't it? And just flatten out your bottom. Doesn't matter because you're going to be filling them with cream anyway.
And berries.
And berries. And no one's ever going to see the bottom of this other than you and whoever's helping you serve these. And so anyway, you can see what I'm doing here. And I've got my oven set to 225. And we will be back in an hour when I'm going to show you how to know if they're done. Don't have too hot of an oven. Okay, I just wanted to show you how to tell when these are done. They might be kind of hard to lift off of this because they're stuck to the parchment. And so what I do is they might still be soft on the bottom. And so, and you don't want them to be sticky, okay? You might have to kind of peel them off. I already kind of did these, but I wanted to show you. And see, these are like styrofoam, okay? It's like a berry meringue cookie. And so these are gonna be very styrofoamy. But if you pick them up and they're still kind of sticky on the bottom, carefully lift them up and turn them over, just like that, until the bottoms aren't sticky, okay? And it's very important. They might feel a little bit soft, but once you bring them out to room temperature, then they turn more styrofoamy, but don't have them be sticky, okay? It took about an hour and a half, no, 2.5 hours. There we go. Yeah, 2.5 hours, because we've got rain today and it's super humid. And so I started them out at 225. I kind of wished I would have done the 250. I think that the insulated cookie sheet slowed it down too. So it might take longer if you use the insulated baking sheets. So anyway, but I wanted you to know these are easy. Just store them in an airtight container when you get them out if you're not going to serve them right away. Make sure that it's airtight. And you can put them in ziplock bags, you know, just get as much air out as you can. So thank you. All right, we're back. And here are our berry meringues. See? I will say, today's a humid day, it's raining, and it took about 2 hours in our oven. at 250 degrees. The 225 wasn't cutting it because of our humidity here today. It was horrific. Even in the oven, it was taking forever on the parchment. So we bumped it to 250 because of the humidity. And then over here, Erin went and got some delicious fresh berries. And normally I make homemade whipped cream for these, but we're going to use the spray. Look at just like this. And think of this for Valentine's, your anniversary, like Erin said. And then you come in and you fill this with this Pavlova with fresh berries.
And she did put a little sugar on it,
just slight.
Just a little bit.
Like on this whole big bowl, I maybe put a tablespoon of sugar. Use your creativity. That one had a funkiness to it. And a raspberry. Whatever your favorite berries are, okay? Blueberries, whatever, okay? And then I would put a little bit of a right on top. And what a beautiful, I mean, they would charge you $20 for this at a restaurant. And you can make it at home for some egg whites. Yeah, go ahead. It's beautiful, isn't it, Erin?
Mm-hmm.
And then from the top, you can see the heart. If you choose to do them in the shape of a heart or in a round circle, whatever you like. And that is our berry pavlova. Thank you for stopping by Jana's kitchen. I can see it needs a berry right there. Thank you for stopping by my kitchen. Happy Valentine's, happy anniversary, happy whatever.